Hell yeah!
Yo, what's going on? Cuts by Reggie back with another video. Today we do have a bald fade going into the top of his hair. As you can see, it's already in a bun. We're not going to take any off the top. We're going to start off by combing the hair out. Before we get into the cut, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like, share, all the good stuff. And as you can see, we started this cut off with the Babyliss FX, the SnapFX. I'm taking that 1.5 guard, just going straight up into the side of it, cleaning out the palette, making sure that the canvas is very smooth. There's no messing away. And I'm starting with the 1.5 open. Just that'll be the highest guard that I go into. And as you can see right there, we're just going into it at a different angle. In the back, his hair kind of grows in different angles. So, of course, same process, all the way closed. These Babyliss SnapFXs, I already put the review out on them, and they are good clippers. With this bald fade though, it did not get it as low as I wanted to, so you will see me going back into the Rebels. My Rebels are a little bit closer, so it's able to get that bald, that mid line out that I'm wanting to get out. You know what I'm saying? You can see I'm stretching the skin, making sure that I can get everything smooth. Here we got it all the way open, going up a little bit. This is a client of mine. He like his fade a little high. And as you can see, I got the bangs. I'm keeping the bangs at that length for right now because I will be fading into that with a higher guard. We got the half guard all the way closed, making sure that we brush down, combing up, or cutting up. Keeping everything smooth. As you can see, I'm starting to try to put I guess a rainbow curve into it a little bit, because I'm going to go higher in the back, but keep it down a little bit lower because I will be fading into the bangs, and I want to keep that corner, as you can see me here, I want to keep that corner a little darker so everything flows a little bit better into the front of the hair. Everything looks natural when I'm doing the lineup. Right here I got the 1.5. Same steps, like I said, you starting all the way closed, halfway. Again, with these SnapFX, they are good clippers. They are the Boost FX. If you have any FX clipper from Babyliss, it's pretty much the same inner workings, except for with the double charging stand of the batteries. Taking that one guard all the way open, not going up in the front. I'm not going all the way up. I'm just kind of knocking it out. But as you can see, I put a little bit more pressure on the back of it. That's where I am the one guard open to be pretty much my highest level in the back. Switching to the Babyliss 1.5. That is my favorite 1.5 guard. I don't know why it is, but we'll take that 1.5 all the way closed, pushing that hair back out of the way, making sure that I'm going against the grain, keeping everything smooth. I don't use the hair grippers. Somebody asked me that in one of my other videos on Instagram, why don't I just put the grippers on the hair? I don't like using the grippers because sometimes it can pull the hair, and I just don't like the way that it's pull or snag on it. If anything, I would put the clips, like the clips with the claw on it. You get what I'm saying? So again, you're pushing that hair out of your way, making sure you're not taking off any more hair than you want to. Got that 1.5 all the way closed. And as you can see, this me here going in with the corners a little bit, trying to get that extra line out. It just don't seem to get the line the way I want it. You get what I'm saying? So you will see me switching to the Rebels to hopefully work that line out a little bit more. And here I am with the Rebels, like I said, just going in. And yes, it's not a problem with zero gapping the SnapFXs, but this was me using them as they come. Before I really do a full review, I don't like to zero gap anything. I like to use them as they are, unless it's a trimmer and I have to mess with the blade. But for the most part, they are good. They wasn't set, you know, really close. So my Rebels are close, and they're set to help me guide through and get out that ball line a little bit more. And this is me just going to the other side, just kind of speed through this process over here, but it is the same steps. Starting close, halfway, all the way up and all the way open. Put the half guard on, one guard, going into the bangs up front before I actually. And here we are on the front line. As you can see, it's already naturally at a slight angle. So what I want to do is come straight across. He like his line up. I do go back into it a little bit just to get it that nice defined line up. I know a lot of people, they are against pushbacks. And yes, you should be against pushbacks. But every lineup, you are going into the lineup just a little bit. And some of the clients that's why the client consultation is very important. Some of the clients want you to go in it just a little bit, not saying take it back crazy, but you want to go into it just a little bit. Especially the younger folks, they got a little bit more hair and more room to play with. You know what I'm saying? So if they ask you to go into it a little bit, hey, it might not be the best ideal for certain hairlines, but someone like his hairline, very strong hairline, is just it's thinner at one spot than it is. So I do go into it just a little bit, starting from the front of the head, going to across to the vertical bar, going to the right side of the head, and you know, just connecting that box, making sure everything is as straight as possible, still with a natural look. I did not put the back of the haircut in, but it is the same steps. But here I am going to the other side of the head, connecting it, starting in the middle of the forehead and going straight to the other side, and then you putting that vertical bar in. Also, there is no right way to attack a haircut. When I do these tutorials, it's not to say that this style or this way of doing a haircut is the best way or the only way. These are tips that may help somebody who's looking for a way, or just looking for some tips on how to attack certain hairlines, certain textures of hair. I'm telling you, multiple ways of, just in my barbershop alone, not my barbershop, but in the shop that I work at. In that shop alone, you got 8 barbers who all cut different techniques. So no haircut is going to be exactly the same. No one's going to attack it the exact same way. These are just tips to maybe help someone and guide them into learning more about different ways to go about, you know, attacking certain textures of hair. And this is me just stepping back, making sure that I'm getting that line the way I want to. Go to the other side. We just tapping at it. We just keeping it as natural as possible, but still going straight across and keeping it clean. As you can see, that's a nice lineup. That's a nice crispy line. And he don't do the C cup, so I do go into it and knock that where you can kind of see where the C cup would be at. I do kind of go into it and knock that out a little bit because he doesn't do the C cups on the lineup. And And this is just a little razor work. I was trying to show the full razor work, but I, again, got to work on my angles. So you couldn't really see it all. I was in the way, moving around a little bit, but I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to do more tutorials. If you haven't noticed, I've been putting more haircuts out and trying to keep them tips coming. If y'all can leave in the comments what type of haircut you would want to see, something you would want to see me attack, just let me know. I'm pretty sure I got a client, or hopefully got a client that got that texture of hair or that haircut that I can help you out with. So just leave a comment down below. But this is pretty much the haircut, a bald fade. The main thing was to show off the cutting of the SnapFXs, which again, they are good clippers. That Rebel though, it's just different. You get what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the SnapFX trimmer, the boosted trimmer is dangerous. I put the Gold FX on mine now, and the boost trimmer is my go-to trimmer at the moment. Client's happy. That's all that matters. Yeah, face them to the camera, face them to the mirror. Let them see their cut. Make sure that they know everything is where they want it to be. You get what I'm saying? And I did notice just a little bit on the hairline where I wanted to attack just a little bit, not going into it too crazy, just tapping at it, making sure that everything is. When people go home and they comb their hair and they brush their hair, you gotta understand that they might not brush it like you do, so you want to brush it in all different directions and comb it in all different directions to make sure that when they go home and comb it down or brush it down, there's no hair out of place. And here's the cut. If you made it through the video, I do appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, comment, like, share. And there are more videos on the way, more unboxings, more tutorials, more reviews. And we out. Peace.